Good day to you, Mon Petit. Mon Petit festive garlands with tinsel if you're into tinsel, although I know tinsel is sometimes frowned upon. Hello, if you are new, my name is Louise Pentland. I make content about motherhood and lifestyle. If you're not new, if you're an oldie but goldie, come on in, you know the score. Come on in and listen to the efforts of a never quite together woman impart her never quite perfect advice on you. Welcome. So, you know those mums that just have their entire life together? These are the mums that prepare snack boxes and lunch boxes the night before. These are the mums that write messages on bananas. They're the mums that remember that it's festive hat day, it's muffy day, it's bring a pound for a badge day, it's bring a cake day. These are the mums that just mum hard and well. This is not me. I'm the mum that, and then there's the other scale of the mums that are like, we don't need to be those mums, we're just as good as we are, we're doing our best. And there's the like, I'm the perfect mum. I am probably closer to this mum in terms of actually my actual like results, but I aspire to be this mum. And something I inspired to do this year was Elf on the Shelf. If you haven't heard of it, you get a little elf and he's magic, he or she is magic, and they come every day and they watch the children to make sure they're being good. They report back to Santa, and every night during the night they get up to mischief in your house, and you might find them in different positions who are doing different things. You know, like making snow angels in flour, like sitting on top of a hoover, just being little mischief makers. Now, the Elf on the Shelf is apparently supposed to come on the 1st of the month. I don't know where this started. I believe this came over from America, and I think there's a book that goes with it. I don't have the book, I don't know the rules. I'm not the mum that's researched it. You see, the perfect mum would for sure have researched the story behind it all, but that's not me. I'm filming this on the 3rd, it's probably going up on the 4th or 5th, and the elf still hasn't been to our house, but Mummy has been to Poundland or Pound World or Pound Shop, Poundland it was, and bought a load of elf things. So I thought I would show you them, and I thought I would say to you, if you are that mum that didn't get it together before the 1st of December, don't worry, it's never too late. In our house actually, the story goes that the elf was going to come on the 1st, but he knew that Darcy was being really good anyway, so didn't need to come until midweek in the 1st week of December. Also, last year the elf didn't move every day. Some days he did, some days he didn't, depending really on Mummy's stress levels. So I thought I'd show you some things that make Elf on the Shelf easier for you. Some like lazy tips, I suppose, and also super affordable because everything in here was £1, as you would expect from Poundland, although some things in Poundland are not £1. Sometimes they're £5 or £3. What do you think of that? Leave a comment below what you think about whether that's alright or not. Some will argue it's not £1 but you know, see what you all think. Controversial topics start starting there. It could have asked you what your thoughts on Brexit were, but no, what's your thoughts on Poundland? So before we get going, I'm going to just impart on you a few little tips. If you are stuck for ideas, I'm going to put on screen now a screen grab that I took. I took this from Emily Norris's Instagram, and I think she took it from somewhere else as well. So it's here, and I'll put credits where I can for it. I strongly suggest that you follow Emily Norris on Instagram. She actually has 3 elves in her house this year because she has 3 sons. Emily got herself together and the elves came on the 1st of the year for her. Our elf didn't, but every elf is different, you know, and every elf is trying its best, okay? So let's get cracking with the elf haul. Oh, my other 2 tips were follow Elf on the Shelf hashtag on Instagram, or just type it into Pinterest, and there are loads of ideas for all the positions that your elf might find himself in. So the first thing I purchased from Poundland was this Christmas countdown good behaviour calendar. We had this last year, it went down a treat. Basically you scratch off on it what you've been that day. Oh, it does actually say from the 1st. You know what? This, fine, we just get to scratch off extra days here and there. It doesn't specifically say you have to scratch. Oh, it does say scratch 1 off every day. well, this is for those of you that got your life together. Next we have elf tape, 3 times 3 yards of elf tape, naughty or nice. So if your elf wants to cordon off a room, then your elf can, or if he's cordoning off an area, or if he just wants to maybe put them all over a door so that when your little one tries to get out, they can't. That sounds really sinister. I just mean like as a fun game, not a terrifying ordeal. Here we have Elf himself, who has, if you've got little ones in the room with you, he obviously you don't buy him from a shop because he's from Father Christmas, but just to help me out for this video, he's having a little sunbathe on this piece of card, and the card was from Poundland. So here he is having the time of his life. For all the naughty elf fun, visit elvesbehavingbadly.com. I assume there'll be more things on there to help the elf. Everything that I'm showing you, I'm pulling out of this sack, by the way, which was from Poundland. Not sponsored by them, just this is where it was from. I thought that was really elegant. It was nice. It's not too garish. Do not open until the 25th December. But on the back it's got cheapy material, but that's the payoff you get from buying things from Poundland. Oh, I've put other non-elfy things in here because I thought that some of these things he would use in the setup. So I think you might get into some mischief with some sellotape and like holding the sellotape gun. I want him to leave some post for us, so we have this little decoration here that's like a little old-fashioned post box. We have a little globe light up house, which I thought Mr. Elf might sit by, and then we have some sweeties, and I think he's going to get into real trouble with those, as some of us do get into trouble with the old sweets, hey? No, I'm saying. I'm just saying I eat too many sweets, that's what I'm saying. We have an elf swing set. What a bargain, £1, and this is a swing. It's a swing that I'm looking forward to unpacking and using. We have a little elf door. We love fairy doors. We have fairy doors all over our house and garden, and Darcy loves them, and Pearl hopefully will love them as she grows up and understands them. So I know that the fairy door is going to go down so well. There are so many little elf kits there. I think as well the other shops like B&M and Home Bargains, I don't know which one, but I'm sure Brummy Mummy of 2, that's Emma, she did a haul from one of those, and there was lots of elf stuff there, so if you want, go and look in there as well. I bought this little tree decoration and I thought maybe the elf could do something with that. And then we have a little elf message board in case he wants to let us know any messages. We have elves at play signs. For your elf and safety, play sensibly, which tickled me. And then last but by no means least, we have these 25 reports and postbox, so that your little one can, it's for your elf to write a little note if he wants to, and post it in the postbox for your little one to find. As I said, there was so much that you could buy to go with it. There were sleeping bags, there were I can't think of anything else other than sleeping bags, but there were so many other little bits and pieces that went along. I think there was like a clothesline and all that sort of stuff, wall decals. So you really could go to town. I would class that as like going to town enough for us. I still think that's like way more than my parents ever did for me. We didn't have Elf on the Shelf back in the day, or rather Father Christmas. I just hope you're not watching me little ones, because I am not doing a good job at like being tactful here, am I? I just wanted to make this video to say you can still join in with the fun, and you don't have to be mum of the year to give these things a go. You don't have to do it every single day. I know that like that's the gist, but mums have got enough on their plate. You've got to open all the advent calendars. There's a million things to do at Christmas. You know, you've got enough on your plate. So even if you just get the £1 elf and it comes to your house and hides in little places a few times, I still think that's magic. And I think that's the point of Christmas, isn't it? Just do your best, have a little bit of magic, and you don't let social media, as much as I love it and I really do aspire to be like these people, as much as they seem to have it all together. Everyone struggles behind closed doors. I'm sure even Emily Norris, who I think is like amazing and I look up to her so much, I'm sure she has days as well where she's like, oh, this is, my life's a mess and everything's hard. So if you haven't got on with Elf on the Shelf yet and you want to, you can. There's lots of lazy ways you can do it, like I'm going to. Just buy the props and stick him somewhere. And I hope that you are starting off your festive season well. Please feel free to leave tips for Elf on the Shelf, or just leave little Christmassy traditions that you have with your little ones or your friends, your family, because I love reading all of those. Okay, I'm going to go now because I'm dashing off to Darcy's dance performance, which I have to leave for in literally 2 minutes. I don't even have my shoes on. This is the mum I am. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.